To dream or not to dream? That is the question. I've always followed mine, and it's led me here. And here is 52 years old, and with no house, no accommodation, nowhere to live. Living in the wrong part of the world to sleep out every night. So having a home and getting older is something that I really should have taken care of. However, it's not kind of happened. I'm not too worried, still got some time left, but looking at the dreams that I chased, I've got to really ask myself, one, why they didn't happen, and two, should I keep? I could be on the cusp, it could be just about to happen. But I want to share with you some observations I've made ever since starting making these videos. Or they're not even videos, as everyone knows, they're just clips made on a camcorder. There's no video, which is just a formula like a tape or cassette. It's not a video. People call them videos still. Like people call vacuum cleaners Hoovers, I guess. Or Henrys, which is possibly more popular than Hoover now, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I'm talking about is the dream that I've been chasing, which is to be a musician or a performer. And some people have said, I mean, I play in this cafe in France, or outside it, every market day morning, every Monday morning. I have been when I've been there in the summer. And there's a little terrace of seats. And quite on a number of occasions people have enjoyed watching me do it, because I used to just, well, they equally enjoy me playing just with one guitar and a voice and going for it and just rattling through a set. I've been using drum machines and amps for a couple of years, just to keep the whole thing going. It gives it more than just the acoustic alone, which just plays with ambience and atmosphere. And having a drum beat behind it, I medley my set, so every song just goes into the next, and I choose a tempo, and you can create some kind of atmosphere that way, and it's interesting. More recently I've been using loops a little bit, and that can also be interesting to watch. But I've been watching back myself making these clips, and I'm a natural piss taker, I can't help it. I'm very observant, and I can't help finding fun in situations, mocking people from a distance. That's a piss taker essentially. But what I realise is what I look like, I have no idea of, because I'm looking out of my head, I'm not looking at me. But if I would take the piss, I'm not surprised that I haven't got snapped up as some kind of performer. I personally think I'm odd to look at, and when I play and concentrate, I look like I've got a learning disability, or learning difficulties, should I say. And a girlfriend remarked on it before, especially if I got stoned and played. She was embarrassed for me, and she did her best to try and wean me off drugs at least. She knew she couldn't wean me off the guitar, but didn't probably have the heart to tell me, you're never going to make it, mate. One, you haven't really got the skill, you don't apply all the lessons that you learned, let's say through gymnastics, into this. You don't relentlessly train your body and yourself to operate your instrument to a high level, to make it sound excellent, to give people a fighting chance, to overcome the fact that you look ridiculous when you're playing. The most success I've ever had with a band was when we turned it into a comedy band. Luckily we had a guy who wanted to be a lead singer. He happened to be a street performer with a comedy lil, and he showed up to first practice with a suitcase full of gags. And it was brilliant. We were a new band, so we sounded rough, but with him it was just like, it took all the attention away from that, and it made us all laugh, it made us all relax, and we just played what we did. As it turned out, the guitarist was excellent. We were good at writing together. Before you know it, we had something going on. So anything that we were lacking in the musicality, the guitarist certainly wasn't, but anything that the rest of the band were lacking, made up with entertainment value. And I guess making these clips, they're mildly interesting because I've got something to say on certain things. When I'm left on my own devices, I've tried to record a few and then put them out there, but I've actually drawn the line. It's me singing old songs that I've written or whatever with sincerity, but my head is all over the place when I play. It's ridiculous. It's like it's linked to my fingers. If I do a vibrato with my hand, my head seems to want to follow it. And yeah, I sort of get carried away with it as if I'm a blind man, like, you know, Stevie Wonder sort of plays. I seem to be like this. So as a solo artist, I think I'm singing with soul and sincerity, but looking back at myself playing, it's like I'm not surprised that people aren't saying, check this guy out, and sharing it, because there's nothing really to check out. I see that, but kind of the wheels are in motion. I'm building this new trike for the next time I can go out and play, and I've got this kit and it's going to fit on it, so I'll be able to do live looping and create for a busker a very interesting soundscape. But on top of that, I'll have the spectacle of playing next to this super machine, which always brings attention. And so I guess I'm kind of winging it, because what I'm doing is a little bit interesting. And so chasing the dream of being a musician is disillusioned, I think. An entertainer, slightly disillusioned. However, hidden behind, in the security of this little environment I've created for myself here, and with the anonymity, which it appears to be for me anyway, of YouTube and Facebook, I can just keep making this stuff and putting it out there. And for any shortcomings that I have, I seem to be dressing it up with lights and gimmicks. Like I've got a latex alien head. I shouldn't really give it away, really. Not that you would have thought that I do turn into an alien. I'm not like that. I'm not magical. I'd like to think I am, but I'm not. Yeah, so it's gimmicks all the way for me. So I was kind of secretly hoping that someone thought, I love this wackiness, I'll employ him to do exactly what he's doing, but in my pub. But I don't know whether the general public would appreciate that in their normal environment. Inviting an off-the-wall character. So I guess I'm uncertain on how this is all going to pan out. I was inspired by a few things when I was younger. Vic Ree's Big Night Out was a brilliant one for me. Just the desk, the randomness, picking up pieces of fruit as a telephone. I love all that. I love the young ones. I love Viz. I love slapstick. I love stupidity. So, but I don't know whether that I have got the character or the charisma to be able to pull that off. And because I seem to be sort of serious about what I'm doing, which is ironic. It's sort of that's the David Brent realm I'm in, and the Alan Partridge, fictional characters, which are sort of almost based on flawed personality traits. I seem to be a living embodiment of that, and I'm not quite sure how to use that to my advantage within this field. One skill I actually do have is I am quite creative in the kitchen, and I've been trained, so I'm quite efficient in the kitchen. So maybe I'm just going to look at setting up another kind of food business. I am buying a new machine that's going to be able to facilitate that, if that's what I want to do. So I'm wondering what my future will hold. I used to like the idea of sing-song sushi guy. That would be, because I used to have a sushi bar. You would go around to someone's house and make a load of sushi and cook some dinner for them. Then you get your guitar out and have a sing-song. Because I do love a good sing-song, the old classics. And your voice and your skills get hidden. And it's not all about you. and watching me, it's about the whole group joining in. I really like that. So I think I'm answering my own question. So anybody want to hire me for a sing-song night where I come round, I make dinner, you know, all that, or I join in to help you or whatever, and then we have sing-songs, and you pay me for that, and that sounds like a brilliant life to me. We'll have to work out the fine details of the paying me for that kind of thing, because I'm enjoying myself at the same time. So maybe I do need to set up something, advertise it and market it, and use this medium to market it. But mind you, the business would not get off the ground if I marketed it in this fashion, because quite frankly this is an absolute flop. Apart from it's a good learning curve for me, it's a cathartic experience to talk about my experiences, and it's a bit of fun and it's a pastime. But the more I do this, the more I'm really trying to figure out where I'm going to take this. Anyway, that's all folks. I'm going to play now, but as you've been watching this, I've already been playing. As you know, because I'm backing this up. Now the funny thing is, I don't know what I'm going to play yet, even though I've just played it. And that's the beauty of editing, I guess. Anyway, that's all. If you want to hear more of this, then please subscribe. And if you've got anything to add, leave a comment. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And that's all folks, until the next time. Bye.